Impressions of Bison in Street Fighter 6. I have something that is going to come as a shocking alarm to everybody that's watching this. He feels like Bison. He feels just like Bison. He's not that complicated of a character. They did change some stuff on him. The biggest change is that scissor kick is now a fireball forward kick. Shocking. He feels like Bison. He's got Bison nooch. He's got Bison buttons. The biggest thing that has changed is technically he's got a couple of command strings. A couple. And his entire game plan is revolving around this explosive that you plant on the opponent by doing a special move. And doing another special will activate it. Let me see if I can find some examples of that in here. Hold on a second. Yeah, that thing. So, this little thing blows up, leaves you. You can activate it with like Psycho Crusher. You can activate it with Fireball Back Punch, which is this new, like he sort of plants it on you. Is he still charged for most moves? He's only charged for 2 moves. The 2 moves he's charged for is Psycho Crusher and Head Stomp. That's it. Everything else, he is either Fireball Back or Fireball Forward. Or super-wise, just Fireball Forward, Fireball Back, double Fireball, that kind of stuff. He does not a back-forward back motion. So, that has changed pretty significantly, right? That has changed pretty significantly. Free scissor kicks, yes. You can just do scissor kicks. The light ones were generally unsafe. They could be like jab punish, but the heavy ones felt pretty safe. But Psycho Crusher, hilariously unsafe. Just in general. Hilariously unsafe. His other specials, hilariously unsafe. Toe Tap was obviously can be safe, because it's a jumping attack. But you can make Psycho Crusher safe by having this bomb planted on the opponent, right? If that bomb is there, it'll activate with Psycho Crusher on block and leave you plus. It'll actually leave you in a pretty... in an advantageous situation. His drive rush is crazy. His drive rush speed is pretty fast, but his drive rush speed is not as fast as DJ. Definitely not. But it's a fast one, and its travel distance is nearly full screen. I'm going to definitely give him a shot when he comes out. I do not think he's going to be a character for me. The biggest thing that has changed on Bison from previous versions of Bison, to be completely honest, is his visuals. Visually, he looks like a completely different dude, but in actual practice, oh, it's M. Bison. Like, he definitely is still his Stan MK. You know, this dude is definitely still Bison. Psycho Crusher. How's his move speed and dashes? He's pretty heavy. He feels pretty heavy. EX Scissor Kick is also a launcher. Gives you it gives you like drive rush forward target combo, but you need to sprint 3 bars on it. So like right here, you know, and then you do Fireball Back after this, and you can combo that into super. Yeah, and that's the move where you plant. It does pretty good damage, right? Yeah, it's pretty decent, like, crush counter buttons. That's good damage, you know, relatively speaking. But it's, like, everything. Is walk speed as fast as Akuma? No. No. His back walk speed might be some of the worst in the game. His forward walk is kind of quick, but back walk is very slow. Like, ridiculously slow. It's sort of hard to walk out of throw range. His forward walk is generally pretty fast, in my opinion. I think we were testing out some, like, punish situations just to see how it looks. And the only way you're going to get that bomb plant, you don't get Oki off the regular one. You have to use the EX one. You can use the EX one. You get a ton of extra frames. You can move forward. You know Bison's backstory? He has amnesia. He's seemingly the same Bison from Street Fighter V somehow. I don't know how. And he has amnesia, as I understand it. Yeah, he's amnesia Bison. How good are his anti-airs? His anti-air is down HP. It was good about 2/3 of the time. in actual practice in matches, when you're not just looking to anti-air people and doing it super early, you can't do it that late. My only gripe with him, at least early on, is that, yeah, he seems to be a little meter hungry. He seems to use a lot of OD gauge, or needs to use a lot of OD gauge to get shit started. Yeah, not like Rashid. No, definitely not. Down HP is like a good anti-air. It's much better than Marissa's anti-air, you know? Interesting. I think he looks friggin' amazing, though. My God, dude. He definitely is like a hybrid version of SF5 Bison in a variety of ways, you know? Here's us actually doing what we're doing just a little bit. I didn't realize that you can do like EX Psycho Crusher and combo into level 2, which might be pretty cool. Oh, he very much looks like CVS2 Bison. Oh yeah, I love it. It feels like CVS2 Bison was the inspiration. What's the horse's name? Jimberly. Jimberly. Horse's name is Jimberly. It came from Memphis. That's why Luke wants to go to Memphis. He wants to find Bison's horse. Was there any universal system changes in this version I played? So, I had a developer interview, and I asked them that. I said how we just got a bunch of changes at the end of Season 2, you know? Or, sorry, Season 1. And now Season 2 is upon us. Bison's about to come out, so are we expecting even more balance changes soon? Is there going to be even more, like, gameplay adjustments? Because we just got new gameplay mechanics and stuff like that. They said not specifically. As of right now, they don't have... they have an intention to update the game more than they did in previous seasons, right? In actual year 1. But are they going to immediately do like a new balance patch like as soon as Bison comes out? It didn't seem like that was the intent. I think you do like neutral HP here. Yeah. Oh, you can do target combo in that situation. So he's got a good neutral HP. Drive rush target combo. Jumping MP was pretty good, right? That's one of his better anti-airs in the game just in general. The thing I'm kind of disappointed with is that comboing into that in almost any other situation is almost impossible. You're gonna get it off of explosion pop, right? Like the Bison soul pop. You'll get that. That's kind of what you want to do, is jumping MP after that and then drive rush forward. But you couldn't really combo into it all too much. Are you either of these Bisons? I think I'm the Bison on the left. So I'm the red Bison. Oh, he has an easy throw loop. This dude has the easiest frame kill throw loop in the corner that I've ever seen. Like, dash forward, frame kill. I think this is Steve playing on the right. He was mashing jab. So that's very good. You're mine. I just wanted to see what I can do with that. Any new quality of life stuff? Not that we were able to see in the build we played. Our build was pretty specific. Yeah, he has throw loops in the corner, like, guaranteed. They're very good. Waiting for the air combo. He doesn't have a ton, you know? I'd have to go back in the trailer to see exactly what they do. But scissor kicks are fun. Oh, something that'll make every Bison player happy. Down MK is cancelable. And it's a good button. But down MK into almost anything of like down MK drive rush into almost anything with Bison isn't necessarily good. I don't even know if you can get down MP after that. So even like down medium kick as a poke and then run in, get big combo. That didn't feel like that was really possible, at least too much. That combo will probably be heavily scaled, if not lead to that much damage. But down MK cancel into, you know, stuff feels very good. He's got very easy close range close range light confirms. Crouching short, crouching jab, stand jab, scissor kick. Leaves you like +1 or 2. Corner carry seem good, pretty good. Seems not bad. If you want corner carry, you go for the Psycho Crusher Ender. Him being a meter hoe makes it tough to optimize. That's what I was kind of feeling. If you want to get any kind of like extended combo with Bison, you have to use EX Scissor Kick. You almost have to. Or, you know, Drive Rush cancel. Is he a normal or hard character? He's pretty easy, dude. I will say he's very easy to play. His game plan is very straightforward. He is not a specialist character. He's sort of like a general. The only thing that's specialist about him is that he is a charge character. That's like it. He only has 2 charge moves. Scissor Kick isn't even charge anymore. This is definitely the easiest version of Bison to play. In my personal take, outside of Championship Edition Bison or some shit. Old school Bison. Charge moves are Head Stomp, and Psycho Crusher. That's it. Scissor Kick is Fireball forward. See, stuff like that is cool. But the problem is, in many situations, getting good results after this is sort of difficult. You know? Like, you're not really close enough. It sort of puts you too far away. That was happening a lot. But that'll just be labbed out, you know? His close range target combo, I'm sorry, close range combo was like stand MP, down MP, I believe. So that stomp can still be canceled into Devil's Reverse, right? Like that. Is damage lower? Does Bison does not do that much damage? Bison doesn't do that much damage. At least off of like default, his damage wasn't super high. Can he combo off throw with bombs? We specifically tried that. Maybe you could, but we tried several times. It wasn't like, I think Kimberly can do that. It wasn't like that with Bison. His back throw is the one where he like sticks you up on his foot in the air and you fly over. We got the bomb to pop as soon as he was up in the air, and it did not do anything. Is the horse a puppet character? I wish. Do you think Bison will do well against zoners? This is my early take on Bison. I think this fool's gonna get eaten the fuck alive by fireballs. The only thing he has to get around fireballs is obviously the threat of EX Psycho Crusher. EX Psycho Crusher will go through fireballs. But for the most part, I don't know. I don't know. You're always gonna have to like, you'll have to like really be on point with EX Psycho Crusher to break through fireballs and like call that they're doing it. At least early on, it seems that way. It seems like projectiles are gonna eat him alive, as normally that is how Bison, that's his normal weakness in most games. Also, his jump is fucking huge. His jump jumps so high and is so floaty that even if you jumped over a fireball and you're like, oh, I got you, the height of his jump is going to make it impossible for the opponent to not recover from the fireball and just DP you. So it's almost like his big jump works against him in some ways. He doesn't have a Dalsum jump, but it is very big like OG Bison. And it's very, you know, it goes up very high. All Psychos beat Fireballs? No. Regular Psycho Crusher was losing to Fireballs. At least when we were, with the build we were playing. Not in the build we were playing. Maybe there's a period of invulnerability where the Psycho Crusher, where the regular Psycho Crusher will go through Fireballs, but we tried that and it lost to reused Hadoukens. Do you like the new Bison? It's Bison, you know? That's my overall impression. I don't think I'm going to be doing a, you know, oh, he's top tier sort of feeling here. No, this guy definitely feels like Bison. He doesn't feel like a massive detractor of Bison where he's like completely different than ever before. Most of his toolkit felt pretty traditional Bison. He did have an overhead, which is cool. That was the overhead. He has forward HP as well. He does have an overhead now. All of the Psycho Crushers, by the way, are insanely unsafe. EX1 is insanely unsafe. The only way they're safe is if you have a explosive already planted. Yeah, it's fast normals. Pretty quick. Pretty quick. How do you explain the hard label on the character select screen? He's a charge character. Any character that's a charge character is going to be considered hard by Capcom. But he's not even a charge character. He's like a half charge character, you know? He only has a little bit that's charge. I was kind of hoping the same thing. I was kind of hoping that he was going to have more tricks. He's very straightforward. Like, it's plant the bomb on somebody. EX plant the bomb on somebody to get more Oki. Psycho Crusher in, continue your offense, you know? It'll blow up, continue your offense. Here's the funny part. If you, like, hit the opponent with the bomb plant, let's watch this here, right? Like, he's gonna go bam, bam. And if you would do, like, just bomb plant in that situation, and then you would Psycho Crusher forward as they recover, this happened several times. The Psycho Crusher is gonna activate the bomb, right? But the Psycho Crusher is one hit and the bomb is one hit. So what happens? It loses to DI hard. If you have a Bison that's just like throwing out Psycho Crusher from full screen, you DI the shit out of him. It's only 2 hits. So it does not break DI. Maybe EX Psycho Crusher might be 3, but you're having to spend more meter. He feels pretty honest. I would say, at least from the things that we've seen of what makes really good characters really good, he feels relatively honest for the most part. I don't think he's going to be bad because he has, like, obviously abusable stuff. He feels like he doesn't feel nuts, you know? There's that situation. Pop, you know? That's me just missing a button. So how do you usually play against Bison in the few games? Stand out of scissor kick range and throw fireballs. Also, pressure the shit out of him when he's on the ground. That's how you fight Bison. You stay out of, like, the mid-range, you know, right outside of mid-range, and you fuck him up. I'll try him when he comes out. Yeah, for sure I will. Do you think he's low tier? I think he's the worst character in the game, but I think he's so top tier that it seems like he's the worst character in the game. If you're asking for tier list questions before the character's out, I think he's likely the best character Street Fighter 6 has ever had, and also at the same time the worst. Yeah, he's got air MP. His horse is top tier as shit, don't get me wrong. If your question is, am I gonna get Bison and get easy wins? I don't know. It was pretty clear that, like, Akuma has some very powerful shit. And probably the best fireball in the game. You know? That was pretty clear. From first 30 minutes of playing that dude. With Bison, it isn't as, like, obviously clear what is insanely good with him outside of, like, I gotta get this bomb planted. You know, you have chores. Bison is now a chores character. You have to do this thing first, and then you get to be really good, you know? But what happens if Bison doesn't get to start his offense, you know? Then, well, what happens? Yeah, it reminds me of Kim. Yeah, good point. His game plan reminds me of Kimberly a lot. Where you have to, like, set up this thing, and once that thing is set up, it's like, ooh, okay, now like that the spray can's on the ground or some shit like that. Now that you're set up with the bomb, it sort of reminded me of that in some way. I did not try as modern, no. Stand MK is a pretty good poke. Pretty good. Any news on the stages? No, not yet. Yeah, Akuma's a character where it's insanely clear what makes this dude good. See, that's tough. It almost doesn't give you enough juggle time, you know? And you have to like charge for Psycho Crusher. Can you double reverse early? Oh yeah. You can double reverse almost immediately out of a head stomp. You can delay MP, but not by that much. You can delay it. How's he compared to Street Fighter 5 Bison juiced up? I don't know. I didn't play SF5 Bison very much. He feels like fairly traditional Bison. SF5 Bison was like a not Bison in many ways because he didn't have, you know, a lot of his traditional elements. He didn't have Psycho Crusher and shit. Did SF5 Bison even have like Devil's Reverse and stuff like that? I don't know if it did. I don't know if he did. This Bison has all those tools, right? He's got like the majority of that stuff. He has Psycho Crusher. He actually has those things, you know? He has everything that he's had from previous games. Is he beginner friendly? Sorta, but I think also at the same time, no, because charge characters aren't inherently beginner friendly. He can combo after drive rush overhead, yeah. But his overhead is mad slow. Yeah, he reminds me of Street Fighter 4 Bison a lot. Like a lot. See, that situation's very good for Bison right here. Because now you're like plus a few, maybe 2 or 3. And you can walk out of throw range. You can immediately throw. Bison's really good right after landing a scissor kick. Or like a medium scissor kick. So then he becomes like ultra strike throw guy, you know? Am I one of these Bisons? I'm the blue Bison. Any of the gameplay you see, chat, being recorded is me playing. In almost every situation. Would perfect parry be a big threat to his moveset? Maybe. I don't know. Did I play the devs at all? No, I didn't get a chance. Is head stomp good? It's pretty good. Yeah, head stomp into Devil's Reverse is mega plus. Yeah, that situation is tough, right? You see this? This happens a lot when I'm playing him. You get this counter hit here, and it almost doesn't. You don't really get much after it. You know, you don't really get much that happens after it. I think this is Steve that I was playing. I think so. Is scissor kick safe? Light scissor kicks is not safe. It can be like stand jab punish. There you go. So he did light scissor kick on block. And you can do stand LK, I think. Yeah, that looked like it was punishable. Stand LK light scissor kick. Well, leads into an actual punish. Is scissor kick safe with the bomb like Psycho Crusher? No, Psycho Crusher activates the bomb on block or hit. Fireball back punch, where like the little thing where he sets the bomb on you, if you do it again, it also activates the bomb. The scissor kicks do not activate the bomb. That activated the bomb there, right? EX Devil's Reverse activated the bomb on block, giving you plus frames, you know? It's only one move that plants the bomb, right? I think so. One of the Devil's Reverse might plant the bomb as well. in the bomb OTG? Not that I saw. I think down MP works after that overhead. How good is he in the pressure game? You have to use meter to get Oki with Bison for the most part. If you're planting the bomb and you want if you want to get pressure with the bomb and you're not, you know, full screen, or and if you're, you know, mid screen, you're gonna need to use EX. That gives you a bunch of plus frames. I think I fought against Simmons here, is using like CPU? No, this is the CPU. Yeah. I think Simmons just jumped in. He's playing Modern Marissa. You can combo opt overhead with bomb. So, Theorycraft is, yes. He has a target combo that's like stand MP into HP and stand MP into a heavy kick. Stand MP into HP is an overhead. Stand MP into heavy kick is like a low. So you have this little natural 50-50 after his target combo. So I'm thinking in my head, the reason that is because they want you to use that when the bomb is planted and then set up for a situation where, oh, now I'm going to force you, the bomb is going to blow up. Now I'm going to do the overhead or the low from this command, from this target combo. That's what it feels like to me. That's why that might be that way, because it didn't really seem like much of a reason to do, you know, this target combo outside of juggles.
Interesting. Give me your best shot. Round one. Fight.
Oh yeah, counter hit scissor kick. Gave you mad plus frames. I think you can get much more than that. Right? Much more than that. Here's what I mean, that like jumping MP is a little weird to combo. Even if I want to delay it, you know, it whiffs. That didn't kill. Jesus Christ. Bro. How did that not kill? Even as a level 1. How did that not kill? Maybe Marissa health. Yeah, maybe it's a Marissa health thing. Yeah, 11k Marissa. Yeah, makes sense. Does he eat drive gauge to do his sauce? Yes. That is effectively like the main Bison combo is right here. And it takes quite a bit of drive gauge. EX scissor kick into ground bounce target combo into fireball back light punch to plant the bomb. And now if I wanted to get Oki from this, I'd have to spend another bar. So you're now 4 bars down to like continue pressure. And in this situation, right here, you can DI. This happened several times. Simmons started DIing my ass if I did Psycho Crusher into Bomb Explosion. You know? DI beats him. Because the bomb is 1 hit, the Psycho Crusher is 1 hit, DI just fucking destroys you. They have his big swipe command normal. I think it's forward HP is his overhead. OD Psycho Crusher might be what you have to do there, but the problem with that is that you're spending 2 more bars, you know, just to get the bomb to detonate. Does he have a crouch MK of the gods? It's pretty good. Yeah, his crouch MK did feel pretty good. Is that paint the fence? No, he doesn't have any paint the fence shit. That would be cool. That move is how he plants the bomb. Not too sure how much health he had. Not too sure. C24, thanks for the 7 gift subs, dude. Overall, he's like pretty fun. I would definitely have to like retrain my brain when we play Bison when he comes out, because I have never been a fan of, whenever I've played Bison in previous Street Fighters, of Bison Nooch. Some people love it, right? Some people love Bison Nooch. I have never personally been a big fan of it. So I'll have to get used to it. How you play Nooch with Bison, because it's pretty much the same. I mean, the majority of the game plan of what you would do with Bison neutral is pretty much the same in this game. Is this demon flip mix-up scary like Akuma? Not exactly. It's sort of hard to set up because he jumps so high. I think it is one of the best looking iterations of Bison. Yeah, for sure. I think he looks really cool. I like his redesign a lot. But if you were expecting this to be a dramatically different character Bison than before, he's not. He's got some new tricks, and he's pretty straightforward for what he is, you know? He's pretty neat now. See, that's what I'm talking about. That's the 50-50. You know, I think they put this here, MP into like down HK is that, and then you got MP into overhead. I think they did that for when you have the bomb, you know, that's sort of like the natural mix up when you have the bomb explodes, jump up, MP stuff, you know. I think people that like M. Bison will definitely play the character. For sure. What don't you like about Bison neutral is walk speed? The fact that you have to charge, you know. I think my brain has a problem with it, because what is one of the things you have to always be ready with in Bison neutral is scissor kick, you know? You have to be like charging scissor kick to be threatening. So you don't have to worry about that anymore. Like, you can just throw out scissor kicks because they're not charges. So to me, Bison neutral always revolved around keeping charge in some way to sort of be snappy and be like unexpecting. So you don't have to really worry about that anymore. So my brain about Bison neutral from previous games is still wrapped around that, because that's the way it's always been, you know? Yeah, in general, like, light scissor kick is very unsafe. You know, you can get punished. What am I doing on Bison Legacy? I don't know if I'm that passionate enough to do that. I only usually do legacies for characters I like sort of care about. Big combo, you know. You know, not bad. Pretty good damage. Terry Legacy in the future. Again? We're gonna do another Terry Legacy? Jesus, I just did another Akuma Legacy. Bison is fairly traditional. From the time that I had with him and the gameplay impressions I can give you, he seems pretty straightforward with a pretty straightforward game plan. The most complicated part about him to the majority of players is the fact that he is a charge character still. You're going to have to charge Head Stomp. You're going to have to charge Psycho Crusher. But Scissor Kicks turning into Fireball Forward is very welcome in my opinion. But a lot of his neutral and the way he sort of commands himself in the game is pretty similar to previous Street Fighter games. And he needs to get his game plan going. And I think that's a big part of him that might come across as like, oh, you just got to do this shit first, you know? He definitely needs to start his offense to become more threatening. And I'm fairly sure people will come up with some crazy optimized stuff. It's just that at the first glance, it wasn't inherently obvious. But with other characters like Akuma, you know, the damage output, what you can do in the corner, how much corner carry you can do with Akuma, all that stuff was insanely obvious in the first, like, you know, 30 minutes. Bison, even after a couple of hours, it's like, okay, I see the game plan, but there's going to take some optimization here because there's only so many tools that he gets. So you're just going to have to get really good at figuring out like safe jump timing and the bomb explosion timing to set that up in ways that are really advantageous. His forward walk speed is good. His back walk speed seemed really goddamn slow. So walking in and out of like footsie ranges might be a little bit difficult, but we'll see. Overall, I'll play him when he comes out, you know? And I think a lot of people that like Bison, especially from previous Street Fighter games and like charge characters in general, are going to be very happy.